Welcome, welcome to my virtual classroom. I hope everybody might be very excited to see these arrangements. These, for making these arrangement, we have run from pillar to post. During the lockdown period, all the markets, main markets are closed, but somehow we managed to get these gadgets, the tripods, the whiteboard, upper side that is a green board also, for providing you better quality education. See our approach and see the approach of the students. We are positive, but I am really worried to say that not a single day the attendance of three class, that is 10B, 10E and 10J. 10J 39 plus 36 plus 35. At least 100 student minimum should be present.
आपका वीडियो 90 डिग्री टिल्टेड है
क्या बोले?
सर, आपका वीडियो 90 डिग्री पे टिल्ट किया हुआ है।
तो क्या करें यार, वीडियो मैंने 90 डिग्री पर किया हुआ है,
यस सर।
तो उससे क्या फर्क पड़ गया?
कुछ नहीं,
90 डिग्री।
ब्लैक बोर्ड पे लिखिएगा सर, वो थोड़ा 90 डिग्री पे टिल्टेड रहेगा, देखने में प्रॉब्लम होता है सर।
अच्छा, उल्टा हो जाता है।
वो 90 डिग्री घुमा लो।
अच्छा ठीक है, ये जो कैमरा मेरे पास उतना भाई इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सेवियो नहीं हूँ मैं. एनीवे, लेट अस सी द ग्लिम्पसेस ऑफ इंडिया, द लैंड ऑफ डाइवर्सिटी, द लैंड where the places like from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, we have different cultures, traditions and dresses. The people and the places, the image of the people and the places that come in our mind. Whenever we think about a place like Jammu Kashmir, Goa or any other places, then there is a very peculiar picture or different kind of a picture comes to our mind. That come to our mind when we think of our country. It is said that India is a country in unity in diversity. Unity in diversity. Where the language of a people changes at every 20 kilometers. Every 20 kilometers, the language of the people changes in India. But in spite of that, we are united. So, the parts of India, the people that live in the part of India, or the places that you have visited, we have visited the places like hill stations like Shimla, Nainital and many other places. We have visited like place like Kolkata, Mumbai, Delhi, etc. So we visit for many various purposes. We visit the Golden Triangle, that is Jaipur, Agra and Delhi. That is said to be the Golden Triangle for the tourist destination. Because if you visit Delhi, there is a triangle that you go to the Agra, then Fatehpur Sikri, you see the Buland Darwaza over there, then you Jaipur. So it creates a golden triangle. So here, the first chapter that I am going to teach you about the Goa. What do you know about the Goa? What is your collection? Have you heard about the place like Goa? How many of you have heard about the place like Goa? Please tell me. Goa. The glimpses of India. chapter gives you a vivid picture of traditions Goa bakery. The bakers of Goa. How the people of Goa that is known for their bakery. A baker from Goa. Well, Goa, one of the favorite tourist destination. Portuguese, they came to Goa, and some of the Portuguese are still settled. In spite of that, we are free, but there is a culture in Portuguese culture that is flourishing in Goa till that date. Our elders are often heard recently nostalgic about those good old Portuguese days. The old Portuguese days. The Portuguese and their famous loaves and bread. See, the loaves and bread of Goa is very famous. Those eaters of loaf might have vanished. Who were the eaters? The Portuguese were the eaters of those loaves and breads. With the passage of time, they have vanished. With the passage of time, many old rulers have vanished. But there is an imprint of their feet on our culture. Whoever came to India and they ruled, they left over or they vanished, but they have given us a certain footmark, a certain imprint of their culture. That is why we have a variety of spices, we have a variety of cuisines, we have variety of dresses, and we have variety of cultures and traditions. That is the beauty of our country, India. That is the culture heritage of India. Here, the place of India, the glimpses of India that you will see, that you will love to see, you will not get that kind of a thing in any place. You could see a church and temple together. You could see a temple and mosque together. So these imprint, the ruler have vanished, but the eaters, the habits, their culture is still. The makers are still there. We still have among us the mixtures, the molders. The mixtures and the molder. The mixture into which the flour was mixed and the loaf and bread was prepared. From there, the culture of loaf and bread gradually has spread throughout the India. Nowadays, bread and loaves are a part of everybody's life. Nobody can say that, no, I haven't ever eaten a bread or loaves. It is very common. It's very, very common. And the very pav bhaji of Mumbai is known to us. You go visit the Chowpatty beach. There you will see the pav bhaji and the pav that is loaves and the bhaji that is tomato and potatoes are crushed together and with so many sauce and chilies are made. Then it is so tasty. So you may see that how it is mixed. So those old age time tested furnaces still exist. At that time, the loaves are prepared on furnace. Now we have electronic machines like ovens. But I am talking about the time where was no electronic ovens. Still, the baking, the biscuit that you eat, the cookies that you eat, almost it is done in the bakery shops. It is a very good business. It is flourishing. The famous Bakar Khani of our culture. You should taste that tasty Bakar Khanis. During our festival, it is favorite. It is one of the favorite dish. Actually, it is the imprint of the culture that somebody had adopted. Everybody eats the same kind of, but it depends upon the people that which food he likes. The fire and the furnace has not been extinguished. The fire, actually, it has been extinguished, but still the business of loaves and breads are flourishing in Goa. That is the beauty of the Goa. The thud and the jingle, the thudding noise and the jingling sound. The traditional baker's bamboo. Heralding his arrival, they beat the bamboo by announcing the arrival. Once I was you will be surprised to learn, and that in coal field like Dhanbad and Jharia, loaves and breads are the favorite breakfast. Everybody left their home by eating that tea and loaves. So high sale in factory area like Dhanbad and Jharia. That is the very common thing. On a very early morning, from early 4 o'clock, on just keeping a piles of bread on their cycle, and they sell house tops. In Delhi, that is also the culture. In big city, they never bother about the breakfast that we prepare, the sabji, the dal, or the chapatis. They hardly shake the bakery items with the tea, and they take their meals in the afternoon. They take the lunch with them and take their lunch in their offices or the working place. So that is the culture. But we the Biharis are fond of taking breakfast. No sooner that we get up and before going to this, we take lunch, brunch, and crunch also. So we can still hear that some places maybe the father is not alive, but the son is still carry the family relations. Their forefathers were the bakers. They have died, or they might have left her. But the family who were carrying this business are still alive. The bakers are even today known as a padder. The bakers are known as padder. P-A-D-E-R. They are known as padder. Padder in Goa. During our childhood in Goa, the baker used to be our friend. The baker used to be our friend, companion and guide. Friend, companion and guide. He used to come at least twice a day. Twice a day. Twice a day. Twice a day. At least they used to come 2 times, in the morning or in the evening. Twice a day. One when he sat on the morning on his selling rounds, and then again when he returned after emptying his huge basket. I have it. Very early, they roam street after street. In fact, they are the street hawkers. Street hawkers like vegetable sellers. But in Patna, that is not our traditions. But in big city, it is tradition. Still, the bakers sell the bread and the loaves on their cycle. They move street and after, and just recite, roti le lo, bread le lo, bread butter, like that, bread butter, like that, so like that way. So these bakers are even today known as bakers. So they were Pandanians. The jiggling thud of his bamboo woke up. They beat. There was a thud of bamboo. They beat the bamboo, just making the sound, thud, 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 thudding sound, like beating on the ground, thudding sound. The thudding sound was created when they beat the ground. And that thudding sound woke us. That thudding sound woke up. Oh my God, so late. I am noting down all the times. Why, to greet us, why was it so? Was it for the love for us? As the children heard, the thudding noise of the bamboo, they woke us and they ran to meet. They ran to meet and greet. It was the love. It was the love. It was the bondage between the seller and the purchaser. They were not only selling the bag, they inquired about the well-being. They are called Chacha-ji. They called Chacha, Mama. So many friends. They are given loving names. Roti wale bhaiya. Like that. Aap kaise ho? Aap kaise ho? Like that. You will be very happy to see these kind of reunions, these kind of pictures. Really very inspiring that such a great country we are living in. What we long for were those bread, bangles which we are careful. They sell the breads and the bangles. And that the bondage between the seller and the purchaser was that. Something, it was sweet bread and especially. It was so sweet and it especially made. And that taste, the baker made his musical entry on the scene with a chung chung. Chung chung, the sound chung chung. This was the musical entry. This was the announcement of their arrival. And sound especially made by bamboo staff. One hand supported the basket in his head and the other hand bamboo on the ground. One hand on the basket and the other hand keeping thud practice, giving the thud, thud, thud. See, either holding this hand. So this is, see how lovely, how beautiful picture. Just imagine somebody selling edible things, globes on their basket, both basket on their head and just beating. In Dhanbad there was a whistle. In Jharkhand, Dhanbad and Jharia, they blow the whistles like that. Like that. There we go. Like that it is coming. They do not shout, they blow the whistles. Different peoples have different methods to attract the customers. In fact, it is an announcement that the seller has arrived. So, one hand, and he would greet the lady of the house with good morning, and then place his basket on the vertical bamboo, the bamboo that was made on which they kept it. We kids would be pushed aside with the mild review and the loaves would be delivered to servants. The child will come on, go, and the bread is distributed. Other bang the bamboos. So we would give up. We would climb and bunch of the paper to peep into the basket somehow. But as the child is a child, they were curious enough and naughty too. They somehow managed to see that basket. What they get to do? It is just childs are fascinated by only staring or looking on things. They are not going to get it. Though they were rebuked, they were admonished to do something else, but they never miss an opportunity to gaze or to look upon that by climbing somehow to those baskets. So we would climb. I can still recall the typical fragrance of those rooms. Typical fragrance, those taste, those fragrance, such mouth-watering. Loaves for the elders and bangles for the children. Bangles with what? It is a kind of a loaf that is made like a bangles, round. There is a hole inside it, in the middle, and there was a small snacks like things. Then we did not even care for brush our teeth, wash our mouth properly. Why should we? We should take the trouble of plucking the mangoes, leave for them to us. Away, what is necessary? See the craze. They hardly bother to wash their hands, to wash their mouth. But dear children, see the great imprint of the tradition that the Portuguese has left us. A country that is ruled by Britishers, a country that is ruled by Portuguese, a country that is ruled by Mughals, a country that ruled by Mongols, then the Delhi dynasty, so slave dynasty. Every dynasty, they have some imprints on our society. As they rule, and they left their imprint on the society, because they ruled in the country and they have left their imprint on the society, and that is the, and still we the Indian are carrying those traditions in our clothes, in our food styles, in our living styles. Nowadays we are having common attached bathroom. We the Indians are never known for a toilet like attached bathroom. In our country, bathrooms are kept away, the toilets are kept away from our courtyard, in the very corner of that. But now it is the Britishers who has given us the toilet in our rooms. We have toilets in our bedrooms, but in our culture we are not like that. Our parents, our forefathers never allowed a toilet in our bedrooms. But this is culture. We see where is the attached bed bathroom? We are such a just this is the imprint of the British culture that is so strong on us. So dear children, the country that is